Welcome to Off Your Game with Josh and Ronnie. Brother Josh, how are you doing today?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. How are you today?
You don't want to know. I am
I do. I
absolutely,
can imagine.
yeah, I'm absolutely livid. But just a prerequisite for the show. Obviously, I don't want to be in a situation where I'm Debbie Downering the show. But I am absolutely livid after yesterday. I normally wear my Arsenal shirt with pride, and there might be a tear or two after yesterday's game on very expensive shirts. But and that is the truth. That is being real. It's not these fake YouTubers that's probably not proper fans, if I can call it that. But brother Josh, just
Now you
quickly, how
sound like
was your
you
week?
gonna.
Yeah,
That's what you said
exactly.
yesterday.
Yeah, I don't
fake,
watch any of
fake
his stuff.
YouTubers
Yeah, Josh, just
who say
quickly, your
different things.
week.
My week was fine. My week was fine. It was just
There we
work
go.
and driving around a lot. And yours?
Okay. Yeah, no, mine was good. Good week with the clients. Had one or two cancellations, but obviously, when the people cancel, then they lose out on progress. But I think it was a good week for me. I can't
Rest is
complain.
progress, in my opinion.
Exactly. Were you able to golf this week?
Once, just once, because I was a little bit sick, but
Okay, you
nothing too serious.
didn't feel your
I went to
absolute best.
Tuesday. I feel my absolute best probably once a year, but that's another story.
Yeah. Unfortunately, these things happens to the best of us. There we go. So
Although
the show.
it must be said that I always thought I was very sickly, but having worked at this job for 2.5 years, I'm probably like the second least sickly person there. So there you go.
So is that are we
Don't make them like they used to.
so are we taking a shot at the people, or are we taking a shot at just the fact that they are getting sick?
It's not a shot at the people. It's just a statement of fact. I'm not as
Yeah,
bad as I thought I was.
yeah, fair enough. So, Josh, I'm just going to quickly run through what's going to happen in the show today. Obviously, we've got our banner that's going at the bottom of the screen where anybody can see what is going to be
Teletext.
happening on the show. Teletext, as we call it. So, we're going to just have a
Circa
basic.
2004.
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, we basically, I'm going to just check in with you if you've got anything else for the introduction. Then we'll go to the Premier League team of the season. And then we've got the European review, the Premier League preview for this weekend, which has already started with a bang, and then upcoming shows. Anything to add in the introduction, Brother Josh?
Well, I actually forgot about there was a game last night until about 9:30. Then I put it on and I was shocked. I was shocked.
Was it 2-1 that time?
It was 2-1, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was shocking. I need to just from my side. I'm not somebody that's well. I do swear a lot and all those type of things, but when I'm with myself, I'm not someone that's gonna go crazy on a stream where you can eventually end up getting clipped a couple of years down the line. But yeah, I will keep my thoughts to
Start
my Monday.
covering.
Yeah, I will keep my thoughts to the Monday reaction show. Obviously, I'll give my 2 cents when we get to the Premier League preview. I think it is when we get to that part. But we'll obviously mostly discuss the other games. I want to be on the right train of thought when I properly discuss this. I don't want to get into a situation where I'm emotive when it comes to discussing the Arsenal game yesterday. So I want to just try and just take myself out of that. Obviously, you're more than welcome to speak about what you did see when we get to the Premier League preview part. Okay, brother Josh, happy with that?
Yeah, I'm happy.
There we go. Fantastic stuff. Righto. So I'm just going to make this a little bit bigger so that I can see. I don't know what you can see, Brother Josh, but basically starting from the
See
goal.
everything. I'm just a bit confused. I'm kind of almost fell off my chair now when I saw Kepa nominated for goalkeeper of the season. Kepa Arrizabalaga. Really? Really now?
I'm shocked. Yeah. Just let me just once again say that this is official, eh? So it's not something that I thumb sucked.
Were they drunk? It's obviously the guy did the Vieira on the Tottenham Brighton game.
Yeah. Right. So obviously Allison, Pope, Ramsdale, they are right. Leno has made quite a few mistakes this season, so I'm very surprised to see him there. And De Gea has the most clean sheets this season.
I would have put possibly De Gea and David Raya from
Raya
from Brentford. I think he's done well. He's made a lot of saves.
Yes, he has. So, am I correct in saying that we agree with Allison, Pope, and Ramsdale, and that Raya
Yes.
and De Gea should have been in there, even
Raya
though
and Daya, or Raya possibly, and Sanchez from Brighton maybe.
okay, I'll take Sanchez because De Gea, even though he has 14 clean sheets, we all know that he's made quite a few mistakes. But then again, he's been brilliant in some games as well.
He saved United quite a few times, so I suppose it's a trade-off between
There we
the
go.
odd mistake and he's not as good with his feet, but he is good with he's good with his legs, but not his feet.
Yeah.
Saving
So
with his legs.
with this being the team of the season, so Josh, I'm trying to remember back, but I think both of us had Pope as our goalkeeper when we did our team of the season. So do
I
we
think
stick?
it's I had Pope. Yeah, Pope's dipped a little bit in the last month or two, but overall, I think Alisson's had a good season. I think Alisson is, even though Liverpool have struggled, Alisson has done well. He's probably made one or two mistakes in the whole season that I can think of. But I've obviously watched him the most out of all the keepers.
Yes, fair enough.
But I think he's been really good. So I think it's between him and Alisson. I think Ramsdale's also done well, but he's also made a few mistakes along the way. You would know.
All of them have. All of them have made mistakes this season.
Obviously, you're never going to go through a season as a goalkeeper and not make mistakes.
100%. Yeah. Josh, can you remember your two centre backs from that show that we did? Who was your two centre backs?
I think it was Botman, if I'm not mistaken, and
Saliba.
I think it was either Botman, Saliba, or Saliba and Thiago Silva.
I think I might have had Gabriel and Thiago. Are they both here?
I think it was Botman and Saliba that I picked. Okay. But Thiago Silva has also been brilliant.
Yeah. But at least we can say that our two centre backs are both here in the team of the season that we did choose.
Yeah, I'm surprised about. I'll tell you, I'm surprised about being there. Well, that's obviously all defenders.
Yeah, they're using the fullbacks as well as the centre backs because
I think Martinez has had a very good season. Shaw's been in and out. I think Romero has been in and out. Some good, some bad. I wouldn't put him in the team of the season though.
Yeah, I agree. I only disagree with Romero being in the list. I am vetoing everybody else that's there.
Well, only because he plays for Tottenham.
Yeah, he's a very good defender. I mean,
and Ruben Diaz.
Yeah, he deserves to. I would actually, if you are asking me, I would then put Aki at in there.
Because Diaz has missed a lot of games.
He has missed a lot of games, yeah, but he's been brilliant for when he has played. So he's not someone that makes a lot of mistakes. So I'm actually fine with that. Have you got any notable mentions that you can think about?
That's shocking that Joel Matip's not there. Joel Beckenbauer, as I call him.
Yeah, there's
probably marauding runs forward.
Yeah. So without now Joe, but effective. Anything else to add, Brother Josh, on that before we go to the midfielders?
Zinchenko's not for me. I would Trippier definitely. Left back, I would have. I think I picked. Who did I pick at left back? Did I pick Dan Burn? I'm surprised Dan Burn's not there.
Yeah.
Or probably Shaw, I guess. Off the top of my head.
Yeah, I went Burn at left back, and I think I went Trippier at right back. No, I went Ben White.
I think you went Ben White.
Yeah,
and I see Ben White's not there either.
Yeah, no comment on that. It's fine if I go to the next slide?
Yes.
Okay. Midfielders, let me first see if Pahinha is there. Yes, he is. Okay. Otherwise, we would have stopped this conversation. So he's there. Yeah, and McAllister, I think you had McAllister in your team. Obviously, Odegaard is there.
McAllister, Pahinha, and I think I had Odegaard.
Can't remember.
Rodri's also had a good season.
Yeah, no, he has. What did I go with?
I think Casemiro.
Did I? Jeez.
Casemiro has been good up until his last red card.
Yeah, I think he's actually in all the games he's played, he's been exceptional, to be honest.
One or two, I would have said. But Bentancur also has been good when he's been fit. Unfortunately, he's very seldom fit. Like Anthony Martial. I'm surprised Webby is.
Yeah, Pierre-Emile Hooy Baskets. Then what was it? Bentancur. I can't remember what he calls him.
Matoma's been brilliant, but I wouldn't call him a midfielder.
No, he's a winger. It says there left
Yeah, he's
midfielder. He's a winger.
attacking.
Yeah, is it? Yeah, technically you're trying to say he should be at the other page. That's
I
basically
would
what
say
he's
he's up against Martinelli for left
Mm.
midfielder, left forward, or
and
left winger of the season.
Rashford.
Oh, and of course Rashford.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't think of anybody else that I will add to that. Obviously, Xhaka has been, he won't ever be nominated for some reason, but the importance of the guy and
Especially in the first
lev-
half of the season.
yeah, and the level of consistency, he's been brilliant. So I think he should be on there. I know a lot of people like to criticize the guy, but yesterday you could see he was definitely
Missing
missed. He was definitely missed.
Missing him.
The forwards, Havertz is there.
I'm shocked
Your
by
thoughts?
Havertz. I was just about to say Havertz nominated for, is that like a Razzie Award where you get nominated for the worst movie, the worst player?
Something to do with being pitied. I think it's about pitied.
Petite. Oh, I thought you said petite. He's quite tall, but he's quite thin.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think it's about having pity on the player. Darwin Núñez made it. Jesus.
He wasn't petite. Darwin hasn't been that bad, but he's certainly not in the team of the season.
No. Yeah, I'm not trying to like ridicule the players here, but I'm going according to the season I've watched.
No, he deserves to be nominated, not to be picked, but to be nominated. I'm glad to see him. There's Miguel Almiron.
No, definitely. Yeah, he's been
very well. He's improved drastically.
Yeah, so
Rashford or Martinelli for you? Who would you pick?
No, Martinelli has now got more after yesterday. Has he got more goals than Rashford now?
But
I mean, you can't just.
same.
Yeah, it's probably unfair to look at it that way. You have to look at the fact that Rashford was injured a little bit of the time, and he was at times unplayable in the December/January period, even into early Feb. But then again, Martinelli is probably carrying the Arsenal attack at the moment with regards.
My opinion is that Martinelli has got more about him, more football intelligence, more. There's more to him, I think, than to Marcus.
No, I agree.
But purely on the season, it's a toss-up.
It's very difficult. It's all about opinion at the end of the day.
And same with Haaland and Kane. I mean, obviously, most people are going to pick Haaland, 95%. But I would say that Kane playing in a much weaker team, getting much poorer service, has done really well to score 23 Premier League goals this season.
No, I agree with you.
Plus, his build-up. He works in the build-up. He's often playing as a CDM for Tottenham.
Yeah, he's playing quite deep, and then they tend to push Richarlison up, Kulusevski and Son. They tend to play Son like ahead of him. It's almost like he's in a number 10 position.
Because he plays as kind of a dual 9-10.
Yeah, because they're not getting enough ball to him at the front. But
Watkins also had a great. Ollie Watkins,
fantastic season.
I'm surprised that Tony's not there.
Yeah, that's also another surprise. I would have had Ivan Tony. He was probably betting once again or something. He bet on himself not to make the team.
I think it's obviously a decision because of the case.
Yeah, clearly. They don't want to be involved in that. So, Brother Josh, we're coming to Europe. Let's see how this week has progressed. So, your thoughts on the Bayern-Man City game?
Pretty much as expected. Bayern, what's your thoughts on Upamecano again? He got sent off again, obviously rescinded because of the offside, but then he gave away a penalty. Unlucky to give away a penalty. I hate that handball rule. I think most people hate it. I think that I've been saying this, I think since we met, or just after we met, that my opinion on handball, unless it's like Suarez, where he deliberately knocks the ball out of the goal, indirect free kick for me. That's what it should be. It's too much of a penalty. Penalty is too much of a penalty to give to someone who's just got their arms. You can't defend with your arms tied. Then they must tie the defender's arms behind their back and just play football like this.
Play football like that, no arms. Yeah, I don't know. Look, these guys, they think they know more than us. So they've obviously tried to change the rule for, I don't know why. These things get changed all the time. And then the moment you have an opinion based on the rules, then it almost seems like they changed the rules. So, I will leave it at that. Kimmich penalty, Haaland goal, fantastic goal. He missed a penalty as he usually
Mm.
does at
He did a bad
the
year.
Allianz Arena. Yeah, he normally misses penalties at the Allianz Arena, but once again scoring goals. I thought City, they were able to, at times when it seemed like Bayern Munich were trying to up the tempo, City did the smart thing. They tried to. Sometimes it looked like they didn't know what to do with regards to, do we keep on attacking because we now got this lead, and do we keep on attacking, and then that obviously brought Bayern onto them a bit more. But I thought they were mostly in control of this game. I don't know if you have any other thoughts on that.
I agree. I think City, obviously, they didn't play the normal ball
Yeah.
possession game. They were more sat back, let soak up pressure because they had a 3-goal lead, and obviously they're playing away in the Allianz. You'd expect Bayern to have the most possession, but I think they were comfortable. Obviously, if Sané had scored that chance in the first half, that would have possibly changed
the game.
Yeah.
It would have changed the game, yeah, and it would have changed the trajectory of the
Obviously,
way that both teams attack.
Maybe he's still feeling the effects of that punch.
Somebody tried to use
he was
training.
punch drunk.
Yeah, somebody tried to edit training pictures of where they for example, interacting training, and then obviously edit in some sort of a punch. It's obviously not the real punch situation, but it was hilarious how they had somebody that has a different skin tone color fist than what Sadio Mane's fist actually is. So it was a Caucasian hand that punched Sané because somebody edited it in, but they didn't.
It was obviously Kimmich.
Yeah, I think it was. And then I really enjoyed this game, this Inter Benfica game. There wasn't much quality. Let's start there. So in a situation where they play the likes of Real Madrid or Man City in the final, then from a quality standpoint, they would struggle. Referring
but
to
in a one-off game, that's the thing about the final.
100%.
Get to the final, anything is possible.
Yeah, anything is possible. Yeah. So
ask Jose Mourinho.
Yeah, I do not want to ask Jose Mourinho. I want nothing to do with the guy. But I hear your point, Josh. Yeah, really enjoyed this game. Were you able to see highlights or anything?
I didn't watch this game, if I'm honest. I put it on for like a minute just to check the score, but
score in that.
I think
with load shedding, it's yeah, with load shedding and you, the fact that you're working, it is difficult to now go and make special effort to go watch the highlights. I'm sure on a game that you don't really care. Yeah. So Josh, Chelsea 0, Real Madrid 2.
I did watch most of the game until once Real Madrid scored, I put on to the other game because it was done. Once it was 3-0. Yeah. Chelsea had their chances. As you said, profligate in front of goal. Yeah. Cucurella missed a good chance. Kante missed a good chance. Gallagher.
Those were easy chances, actually. Eh? It's not as if it was difficult.
I thought the Cucurella's shot wasn't as easy as people made out. People said he hit it first time, but I think it was slightly behind him and coming quick. I don't know if he could have hit it first time. He's a defender, remember? He's not a striker.
That also, and Kante, who has scored some amazing goals, to be fair.
But he's not a goal scorer.
Yeah, not a goal scorer. But once again, Real Madrid.
They don't have a goal scorer.
Yeah. Real Madrid absorbed all the pressure, or whatever pressure, Chelsea, and then they just, once again, 4 passes, and then they finish. They've got killers in their team.
That's what Madrid does. They don't play particularly great, but they just absorb and they hit you.
They hit you, yeah. And then, what a strange game. I think I still messaged you at halftime, I think it was.
Yeah, you did.
I sent you a message. A crazy, crazy game. Olivier Giroud missed 2 sitters. Then he missed a penalty, and then he scored. All in the first half. Could have had 4 goals. And
brilliant run by now, eh?
Yeah. So we are looking like a little bit of not the smartest knives in the box because we both tipped Napoli to win.
But then I changed my prediction last week. I said Milan will go through.
Yeah. No, but I'm talking about the winner.
Originally, I did say Napoli would win. It was
So are we on the same boat with regard to the winner of City and Real Madrid to take the title, or you think that's a bit too easy to say that?
Likely, but nothing is a foregone conclusion.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah. So obviously there's the fixtures: Real Madrid, Man City. Barcelona has been drawing a couple of games, so we actually probably in a week or 2 need to have a look at the La Liga situation because Barcelona is playing Atletico Madrid this weekend, and they've dropped points in their last 3 games, like another team that I know.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So. And then obviously Manchester City, they have got Real Madrid away Everton away. And then they've got Real Madrid at home, Chelsea at home. So those are like a 4-game period that I was hoping that there would be a little bit of difficulty, but that opinion has definitely changed now in terms of Man City's. We'll get to the preview. And then obviously the Milan derby, one of my favorite games to watch back in the day. I'm talking now about the mid 90s, I would say.
George Weah, I think we would have little left, but yeah, those legends.
Brother Josh, seeing that we are here now, your Champions League final for 2023.
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to say I think City will beat Madrid.
Okay.
I would like them not to, but I think they will. And I'm going to go Milan, AC Milan to beat
Milan. So AC Milan, Man City final.
Yes.
There we go.
And yourself?
Yeah, exactly the same. That's why I'm not adding anything to it.
So you think that City will beat Real Madrid comfortably, or do you think it'll be close?
Well, obviously, from an Arsenal standpoint, prior to yesterday, I needed it to be a game that's going to eventually go to extra time. Didn't the last season's one go to extra time?
Yes.
So similar to that. I honestly don't care who goes through. And obviously, from a legacy standpoint, it would be another English team above Arsenal to win a Champions League. So just from those standpoints, but I honestly don't care, to be honest. I just, prior to yesterday's game, needed them to have as many difficult games as possible. But and then obviously I've watched all the Milan derbies this season. The quality has been really poor, so it's shocking to see them in the semi-final. I don't know how their performances from a defensive standpoint was okay in terms of getting here, because it's not just about the goals you score and the absorbing. And it just seems like mentally the Napoli AC Milan game, where Milan just played counter-attacking football a couple of weeks ago in the league, and they won 4-0, where Napoli battered them but just couldn't score. And then Rafael Leao was brilliant in both the league games as well as both legs in the quarterfinal. So first half of the season, and maybe let's say 60%, 70% of the season, Napoli was smashing everybody. You saw the Liverpool-Napoli game at the Diego Maradona Stadium, and geez, they were just brilliant. I can't remember.
Took Virgil van Dijk for a little boy. It's just
there's obviously so many other things that you could have said but you didn't.
But I won't.
Right, talk about bottlers. Manchester United 2-0 up, cruising in the first leg, and they've conceded 5 goals since
5. Weird.
All of them are avoidable.
Goals.
All of them are avoidable. So, your thoughts, Brother Josh, overall on the Sevilla Man United 2 legs?
So Sevilla should be paying me, because when I started watching, it was 2-0 to United, and I watched the rest of the quarterfinal tie, and they scored 5 goals unanswered. So I'm waiting.
Exactly the same. I also only started watching after 2-0. Because what I normally do is I got other stuff to do when the Europa League games are on, and then I normally press the pause button. I actually forgot to press the pause button, so I missed the first 30 minutes or so, which I think it was 2-0 at that stage, or whenever it was 2-0. That's when I switched over and obviously started watching the game in full. So,
but I mean in the first leg.
Yeah, in the first leg, yeah. So I obviously watched the entire second leg. Sevilla could have won 6-0. Possibly 6-1. I know United had one good chance, but there was so many chances for Sevilla. First of all, in the last 25 minutes, excluding the 2 goals that they scored at Old Trafford, and then the entire 90 minutes, they absolutely battered Man United.
They did.
It's actually
Man
shocking.
Needed the toilet paper. The fans.
Oh, you saw the toilet paper. Yeah, it's an amazing atmosphere at the Sanchez Pizjuan Stadium in Sevilla. So Sevilla will go through to play the mighty or not so mighty Juventus. Just your thoughts, Brother Josh, on the fact that Juventus got their 15 points rescinded temporarily. So they are now up to 3rd in the Serie A.
I don't have any thoughts. I rather not speak while I get in trouble.
Yeah, we're gonna get cancelled before the show has even gone up. because the Juventus lawyers will be contacting my lawyers to try and get you or myself off the show. So
Because
it'll be
Juventus
dead.
always watch the show. They one of our viewers. They must
Yeah,
just
they
comment,
probably.
like, please.
Yeah. Comment, share, subscribe, like. Four things. So many things for people to do that watches this. Uh,
15. We want 15 likes and comments.
yeah. Yeah, Sporting Juventus once again quite similar to the first leg where Sporting had their chances. They could have. It was very close. They could have won over the two legs. I thought they it should have been a draw. I think a fair result would have been extra time. A fair result would have been extra time. 1-1 at Turin and then 1-1 in Lisbon. So they obviously didn't play. And I know there's lots of reasons why Arsenal weren't at their best when they played Sporting, but Sporting's performance over the two legs of Arsenal was way far more superior than their two performances against Juventus. You can argue it's because of Juventus, but Juventus weren't great, and I would expect. I think I said Juventus will win the Europa League, but I'm tipping Sevilla to knock them out. So I said initially Napoli and Juventus will win the two main cups. I think I said Italian teams for all three European competitions. I am now obviously changing two of them. I'm still sticking with the conference one, which we'll get to. Josh, have you got any thoughts on any of the other three games before we
Well,
move on to the
Roma had an
conference?
amazing comeback. They were
Yeah.
one down and they were 2-1 down in
Yeah.
aggregate with a few minutes to go, I think, and
And
they
then they
came back
scored, yeah.
4-2 in extra time. Was it
Yeah.
4-1 in extra time?
4-1, yeah. Well, 3-0?
It was 2-1. It was 1-1 on
1-1,
aggregate.
yeah.
It was 1-1 in the game. Then
Yes.
I think Dybala scored a late goal
Yes, that's
to
correct, yeah.
equalize on aggregate, and then they won in extra time.
Extra time. Yeah, they won, yeah. No, then they scored 2 goals in extra time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Key
Yeah, I
final
saw.
was player sent off.
Yeah, they had a guy sent off. Yeah, I didn't see that. I only unfortunately watched the highlights of it because it's impossible with load shedding to watch all these games, and they're all obviously at the same time as well. So it was very difficult. I obviously saw the highlights, but I don't remember seeing how the guy got sent off. And then Stade Union Saint Gilloise. Losing to Leverkusen. Leverkusen, are up and down team in the Bundesliga this season, but they are in the semi-finals. So a German team, an Italian team, a Spanish team, and
Two Italian
and,
teams.
and another Italian team, or you can just call it two Italian teams, as you just said, brother Josh. Any thoughts still there? So let's have. Well, we're going to have more thoughts because we're going to see the draw now. Are you going for a all Italian final, Josh?
I think I'm going to go Roma Sevilla.
Okay, yeah, same. I'm going to go Roma Sevilla, and then obviously the Trophy Mourinho, Trophy Mourinho, Trophy Mourinho will not get a trophy. So obviously he won the Conference League last season, but I think Sevilla are they going to do it again? 7-time Europa champions or UEFA Cup champions or whatever you want to
I'm
call it.
I'm tipping Jose. I'm tipping Roma.
So you're going Roma to beat Sevilla in a. Oh, okay, that will be interesting. Tammy Abraham and Mr. Smalling and
Tomori.
Matic. Tomori.
Oh,
Who?
Tomori plays for Milan. Sorry,
He played
my
for
bad.
Milan, but didn't he play on loan at Roma? I can't remember now. No, he didn't. He was on loan at AC, and then they bought him. So just quickly running back on our Champions League changes. So we initially had Napoli. Do you remember? Did you have Napoli beating Real Madrid in your previous predictions?
No, I think Man City.
Okay. Okay. So I had Napoli beating Madrid previously, but now we've gone City to beat
AC Milan.
AC Milan. And then we both are also going on the same year. We both are saying Roma, Sevilla, and you are saying Roma will take it. I'm saying Sevilla would take it. So that's the only change, if I'm not mistaken. And then the only competition that you watched all the games in full.
All the games, all of them in full. I'm tipping West Ham to win it all.
To win it, yeah. Yeah, I'm going Fiorentina. I haven't watched any of the
I
others.
don't think we should discuss the games. I think we can just say you tipping Fiorentina and I'm tipping West Ham.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah. So, unfortunately, for some reason, I didn't have the slide. So that means I do. Oh, I do know. It's West Ham against AZ Alkmaar. So we're then tipping West Ham to go through there. And then not nice, but Basel will be playing Fiorentina, and I'm tipping Fiorentina to go through. The only difference is the winner. So the two lesser competitions, we've got the
Is
same
Batucito
finals.
still for them?
Yeah, I don't know where he's in the world. Isn't he a smuggler or something now?
A smuggler of pens.
Smuggling football socks. I don't
Signed
know what's
football
in it.
jersey. Signed football
Yeah,
jersey.
yeah. I don't know what's in the socks. We'll leave it at that. So here we go.
Pens.
Yeah. So here we go. Unfortunately, it's now 32-74. I don't really want to go too deeply
75.
into it. Oh yeah, sorry, they drew. They got a late goal. So Arsenal 3, Southampton 3. So it's absolutely shocking. I honestly don't want to now spoil what's been quite a nice show. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ask you, Josh, your thoughts on the battle for the Champions League places. Let's go third or eighth. Any
I
changes in
still
opinion?
no, I still think Newcastle are going to finish fourth.
Okay.
And United
So,
third.
third. Okay. United have to play Tottenham, Brighton twice, including a cup game, and Villa. So they are actually playing teams in this list. So they are playing Tottenham, they are playing Villa, and they are playing Brighton. Newcastle will be a. Oh, sorry, they already lost to them. Tottenham, that will be at. Why will that be at White Hart Lane? Yeah, that's at White Hart Lane or whatever they call the Spurs Stadium, and then Villa
Tottenham
will be
Hotspur
home. Yeah, I think Villa and Brighton are home games, or both in midweek.
and
So
Arsenal.
come again.
They play Arsenal as well.
Man United? No, they don't play
Newcastle,
Arsenal.
no, Newcastle.
Yeah, Newcastle. Yeah, they play Arsenal. They have to play Tottenham. They already lost to Villa. They have to play Brighton, and Liverpool already got a double over them. So from that standpoint, that's interesting. And then the very interesting battle here. I purposefully added a certain team from London. Is it West London? Huh? Yeah, West London. A certain West London team is in this, and I'm not referring to Fulham. Uh, is there any way that they are in a relegation battle?
No, they have enough
No.
points.
Okay, they have enough points. So it's not about. So they don't need to. They don't need to get 40 points, in your opinion.
Not this season. 40 points, I don't think anymore is. I
No.
think if you get 37, 38 points, you're okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I reckon 36 points will see you safe. 3 win. If Everton can win 3 games between now and the end of the season, or Forest,
Good.
I think they will
Be safe.
be safe. The way Leeds are playing, they might not get another point.
Yeah. So against all expectation, brother Josh is saying that Chelsea will stay in this league. So that's a nice prediction there.
I'm going to change my prediction from last week again.
Yeah, I'm also changing weekly. So yeah.
So I'm going to. I just have a funny feeling Leicester are going to pull themselves out. So I'm going to go Southampton, Forest, and Leeds United to get relegated.
Yeah, I think I'm also kind of in and around that. I can see. Sorry, Southampton, Forest, Leeds. Yeah, it looks like we both can see Everton and City and West Ham. These type of teams definitely making it. Yeah,
City will definitely stay up. I mean, they got 70 points. I think they save. You mean? Oh, Leicester City. My bad.
Got you. So obviously I did the slides on Thursday, so that's why it says Arsenal Southampton tomorrow. Fulham Leeds, quite a big game for Leeds United. Do you see Fulham getting anything, brother Josh?
I think Fulham have been struggling lately, but I think Fulham will win that game.
Okay, and then Crystal Meth FC against Everton.
Palace might take the foot of the pedal now that they're not
safe.
One more win, I think they're safe.
Yeah. So this will probably be that win, or do you think Everton will get something?
I think Palace will win 2-1.
Okay, yeah. And then Liverpool Forest. Liverpool, a bit of form, second half against Arsenal, and then smashing Leeds United.
Change the midfielder.
Yeah.
Basically, Jurgen is copying Pep now, but that's all right.
Pep, yeah. It's fine. So long you get the results, eh?
Exactly. Liverpool have to win this game. I tip them to win this game.
Yeah, same, yeah. Brentford, Aston Villa. So this is quite key for Villa with the European chances and Brentford dipping a little bit. Are you going draw or a win for someone?
Draw. I think it's going to be a draw.
Yeah, I've gone the same thing. And then
I think Watkins and Tony will cancel each other out.
Yeah, hopefully Tony plays. Hopefully he's not in the Chucky.
Oh,
What's next?
oh, it's at the betting shop. It's the betting shop.
Your thoughts on the Leicester
It's
City
big horse
Wolves? And
races. He's got to put money on. So
your thoughts on Leicester Wolves?
I think Leicester are going to win this game. I think they're going to
Yeah.
pull themselves out by their bootstraps. It could be
Yeah.
another 14-15 season where they
Yeah.
just survive and then they win the league next
Win
season
the league the next
under their
season.
new manager, Graham Potter.
Graham Potter, yeah.
Because
And then, yeah, so that's one of the Man City's tough games. That game will be postponed to the 3 days, 3 days before the end of the season. So the end of the season run for them will be, I actually can't remember, third last game. I think it's Fulham away. No, I can't remember who's the third last game. It might be Chelsea at home. Yeah, it is Chelsea at home. Then they have to play Brighton away and then Brentford away the last game of the season. So if there's any hope for people that wants to have hope, you can shove your hope. Newcastle, Tottenham, brother Josh.
big game for both teams. Tottenham have to win to have a chance of top four. Newcastle, they don't have to win, but a win would be very handy. A draw would be okay, but I think a win would be handy. I think I'm going to go Newcastle to win 2-1.
Yeah, I'm going 0-0 draw for me.
That's a good result for Liverpool.
Yeah, for Liverpool. Yeah. And then Bournemouth, West Ham. That's quite interesting. Bournemouth quite good. West Ham might be tired. They were quite
Jason
good.
Bournemouth.
Chasing Bournemouth against West Ham. Yeah, so Josh, this looks like a draw for me.
I'm going to go 2-1 Bournemouth. Man like Jason Bournemouth.
I for some reason, I really like Bournemouth. Josh, on the fall.
They were my second team.
Yeah, my second team is Brighton. If I have to be forced with a gun and a knife and a box of chocolates to my head, then I would go for Brighton as my second team. Right, Josh, FA Cup, your thoughts?
City obviously will win, no question. Okay. And I'm going to tip Brighton, obviously, again to beat United. Although my head says Brighton, my heart says Brighton, but my gut says United.
I think it's going to be Brighton's going to dominate and batter Man United, but Man United will win 2-1.
That's what I was thinking. That's what my gut is saying, United.
Yeah, Brighton.
So you think it's going to be a Manchester derby final?
Yeah, obviously, same as you, hoping for City Brighton, and then Brighton to nick a trophy. But just due to the fact that Brighton, for example, the game against Chelsea, so many chances, should have been 6 or 7, and then they still won the game and a fantastic goal to win 2-1. But I just think it's going to be similar there, and then United's going to pick them off. United's going to probably have a bit of a response after being knocked out in Europe. But I'm desperately hoping that Brighton gets to the final and possibly then beat City. With City,
but also obviously United have played extra game in the week. Thursday game is going to be
it will have an effect, especially if it then goes extra time type of a thing. So at the end of the day, Brighton, they will dominate the ball. They'll play very well out from the back. They, like Pep said, they're the best team playing out from the back. So if they can just finish off their chances, they're going to create.
Apart from Sean Dyche's Everton, of course.
Yeah.
Dyche ball.
There we go. Brother Josh, before I promote my shows, just your final thoughts. It's a little bit of a shorter week, even not that much shorter, but a bit of a shorter show.
For me, I'm very keen to see how Liverpool play this week. They were excellent in the second half against Arsenal, excellent against Leeds on Monday. So if they can put another good performance together, okay, it's only Forest, but it's still the performance. They can put another good performance. I can see hope for going forward. I wanted to actually chat a little bit about Liverpool.
Go for it.
But we'll do that in another show.
Okay, is it more to do with the future type of a thing?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, we will get to those shows. We're going to get to shows where we'll analyze the season that's gone by. We'll definitely analyze what's going to happen in the new season. And then in the off season, I've got some good ideas for us to do, like teams of back in the day. We're going to have our own teams that we had, and then we're going to discuss the possibilities. Discuss the possibilities of how these teams can play against each other tactically and those type of things. And then we are actually going to try and dab on watch-alongs. We just need to figure out how we're going to get the games while you sitting and watching to be in sync. So, say for example, we get a game of yesteryear, Liverpool, Newcastle from back in the day, and we try to get that in sync to be able to react to it like a
So
normal
we're gonna get
watcher.
Justin Timberlake on.
There we go, Justin Timberland. So just my upcoming shows. So there was a very strong will to not do shows for the next week and to do everything in black shirts, black cap, black top, and a black
Darth
background.
Vader.
Yeah, Darth Vader. But yeah, I think it's best to push through and just to there's other things that's also important. But yeah, brother Josh, on a Friday afternoon, and to everybody watching, I post the Gunning Truth podcast. I did so yesterday, episode 41, reviewing the West Ham drop points. Sunday afternoon. So this show will be coming out tomorrow afternoon. I'll process it in the morning, and then my Monday afternoon reaction video, and then we'll see if I feel like doing a show on Tuesday, because it could be X-rated. So the Gunning Truth show on Tuesday, we'll see where my head is at. I don't like to do things when I'm this angry, but I think we had a decent show, brother Josh. Your thoughts?
Yeah, good show. I didn't want to press you too much in the Arsenal game, but
I wouldn't have
it is
responded.
what it is. It is what it is.
There's your
We both said City would win the league at the
Yeah.
end of the day, so it's not a surprise.
No, yeah, not a surprise. But brother Josh, all of the best. Have a lovely week further. We will be back next week for Off Your Game. Cheers, brother Josh.
Cheers. Thank you. Cheers.